Hello everyone, this is Xingyu. Now I will introduce how our group creates storyboards and how everyone divides their work. First of all, in the storyboard creation stage, we conducted a brainstorm based on the audio we selected. And each member expressed his own understanding of the content of the audio. Then everyone shared the picture they thought of. After that, we did some research to better understand some details in the audio, and found a lot of background stories about this audio, which was very helpful for our creation. Next, we divided the audio into 5 main pictures, and made a preliminary design for these pictures. For example, we discussed what scene the audio protagonist should be in when the story happened, whether it was in his own home or in a bar, and whether it was with people are communicating this event or recalling this past event in their minds, or is it a monologue or a dialogue between two people in this picture. In the end, we added details to every frame that we were happy with. Next, I want to talk about how we distribute work. The first is Reiqi. He is responsible for arranging a reasonable timetable to ensure that each project can be complete on time. Whenever we complete a stage, he will record it and remind everyone what to do in the next stage. He is responsible for mastering us. The pace of the group's work. He will remind us if too much is wasted on a particular item. At the same time, he is also responsible for us using the right software in our creation and finding the right tools to ensure overall efficiency. Then there is Wenzhou. Wenzhou, he first made a script for the audio and marked the time of each line in a different paragraph, which is very helpful for our animation production, so that we can understand more clearly what each picture wants to express. What is the content of the video? And Wenzhou also did research on the whole audio, so that we can better understand this audio. And Wenzhou is also responsible for the creation of the animation manuscript. I was mainly in charge of brainstorming part in our group, gave some ideas, and then listened to other members' ideas before revising. Furthermore, if other members needed help on their part, I would also give them a help. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Wenzong. You can call me Steven. In this group animation project, I mainly contributed to the drawings of the storyboard sketches and the design style. So for our animatic style, because we did the individual storyboard first, so before we started to draw in the storyboard, I shared some screenshots of my individual project, and my team members think that's okay for the group's project. To be honest, I'm not good at drawing people, and I'm not sure what style it is. Because we choose the sound clip 11, there are some things that require people's facial expressions, such as crying and regret. So in this time, I try to improve my drawing by imitating some American comic style. Also, because Jim Morrison and the rock band The Doors are real existing in the history, so I think it would be better if we can restore these people's appearance on the storyboard. I also create a transcription for the sound clip with a timeline. And before I join the sketches, I would ask my team members' opinion. Back to the storyboard. Jim Morrison was never seen dead. In this scene, I draw Jim Morrison standing on the stage, and the people under the stage are throwing flour on him. That coffin was put in the ground, covered over, which is the second scene. I want to use a montage in here, like those flower was finally fall down to his coffin. Then we're back to the current timeline, which is man Rizrak talking to a journalist. And in the next scene, he starts to recall what happened on that day, which is a conversation he had with their band manager Danny Sugarman. And in their conversation, Danny mentioned Palm was crying because the death of Jim Morrison. Finally, after recalling, Ray felt regret for Jim Morrison.
What is presented now is the plan for our animation project. You can see we split the whole assignment into different small tasks. It's like 2 to 3 tasks per week, and that will give us a good workload and it will increase the flexibility of our work. This assignment started at week 3 and end up like at week 9, which is the 16th of September. In this chart, we have tasks, start and end date, duration, and state. In week 3 to week 4, we listen all the audio and choose the one we want for our project and finishing the storyboard and this presentation. In week 5 to week 6, including midterm break, we're gonna more focus on the audio and make some changes on timing sheet and post-production script because the animation is based on the audio, so that will make us to have a deep understand for audio. In week 7 to week 8, we will start creating the animation and learn more techniques for animation and more stick to the software using. We plan to finish the most of our animation in between these 2 weeks. And after that, which is the week before the due date, we will finalize the animation and test to see how the animation going, and it will help us to do some final edits before we submit it. So this is the current plan we have right now, and all of our plan will change according to the process of what we're up to. Next part is the softwares we're going to be used in this assignment. So we got Zoom, Adobe Animate, Adobe Audition, After Effects, Storyboard, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Word. Adobe Animate and After Effects is the main software we're gonna use for creating our animation. Other software will help us to do planning and organizing all the sources for our project. Instead of one group member will still oversee right now, we also need Zoom to stay communicate and finish some work together on it. We also have group chat for this assignment to share the documents and discuss each of our process we at and some goal we need to achieve.